Hello YouTube, we're back to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition with our Evil Sorc party. So we're done with the Nashkel Mines, we've come out, we're looking for some stuff to kill, looking for some XP, looking to continue the story a little bit. So in this map, there's at least three things I want to do. One is to kill a Revenant, which you need magic weapons for. A second one is right up here in this section of the map. There's some people that will want to kill me. It's four people, two, like a cleric, a wizard, and two thieves, something like that. They're all about level 6. They're probably going to tear me apart. And then down here, in the direction I'm going, there is a wizard who will summon either slimes or some mustard jellies or something like that, depending on which dialogue option I choose. Stab their wizard. Now, one thing I've never understood in any of the playthroughs that I've done is, get out of there, wizard. At best, coming out of the Nashkel Mine, if you've just been following the story and not wandering all over the map, if you've just been kind of beelining it through what the story tells you, you go to the Friendly Arm Inn, then you go down to Beargoth, and you do a few little things here in Beargoth, you're only going to probably be level 3 at the most if you're really doing, everything you find. You come out of the mines after fighting Mulhay, and they want you fighting all these things that require magic weapons to fight, things that are just going to mess you up. You're really going to just be reloading. You don't have the magic items and the resources available to really make it a realistic fight. So I'm going to try to do my best, try to do it without 1,000,001 reloads. But it's going to be pretty dire. So I also want to do this mine shaft here. I'm going to scout out a little bit around it. The wizard with the slimes is right over here, so I don't want to go up that much. So I want to set this up. There's 3 ghouls or 3 ghasts in here. I just want to enter it with one person. Have everyone else set up on ranged weapons. You can use ranged. Okay, and we'll use the wizard to do this. I want to go in there, attract them, and then run out and run back, because it's such close quarter fighting that I'll just get surrounded and they'll just wail on me. And I definitely don't want that. Okay, so they're already ignoring the wizard. Come on, shoot. Oh, that's dumb. I've some wandering monsters have set themselves up there because I wandered too far. So that's definitely not good. But at least they're just some weenie skeletons. Nothing too drastic. Guys with the slings attack the skeleton, because he is using ranged weapons against me. Yeah, I just barely walked away from the door, and then it restocked with wandering monsters. So that's pretty weak. That's pretty lame. I really want to prioritize killing the ghouls because I can always hand-to-hand combat the skeleton without too big of a deal. But I don't want my wizard to get hit by some kind of random slingstone or dart or whatever that skeleton's throwing. Alright, one more ghoul down. wizard, get out of there. Okay, everybody run. Take care of that skeleton. Take care of the skeleton. Everyone else, attack the ghoul. Wizard, run away. Yeah, I don't even want to take the chance of being paralyzed. Because once you're paralyzed at this low level, you're not going to live through the damage he's dealing. So being paralyzed is just like death. You guys follow. Oh, come on, just follow me. I don't want to keep running with the whole party, ideally. Okay, well, wizard is definitely not the one I want tanking the skeleton, but that's what we're gonna do, I guess. Don't even waste bolts on this thing. Come on, one skeleton. And then, of course, right before the skeleton drops, he hits the wizard, which, in all honesty, if I was using any brains, I wouldn't have been using the skeleton to tank, but that's my own lazy. Alright, so let's track down these school bodies. Where's the ghoul? Was that the ghoul in here? Or is that the skeleton? Or is it up here? Okay, so the ghouls are dead. I can go in there and loot the crypt now. And then we'll see if I can't handle this wizard and his slimes. Okay, the skeleton's spawned up here. I guess that's a little bit better than if they had spawned in front of the door. I feel that's a little more fair. Do they have darts? They have darts. Sweet. I really wanted to have some darts to give to the wizard. Even though he's not proficient with it, at least I feel like he's contributing to the fight and not just standing there. Okay, I'm pretty sure none of these are trapped, so I'll just come up here and loot them. The wand of something will be super helpful. The other stuff, not quite so much. I've already got plate, keg armor, fighter, so the chain is pretty worthless. It'll sell pretty good, but otherwise it's worthless. The strength potion's not that big of a deal. The gem and the necklace are nothing significant, just some money. The magic arrows, no one's even using a bow at the moment. So, nothing too critical to gain in here. Not a big deal. But every little bit of magic stuff will help, and then we'll check on this wizard. So he's going to have some dialogue options. One of the options will cause him to create slimes, which will be really nasty and give almost no XP. The other option, he'll summon mustard jellies or something like that. They're also nasty to fight, but they give a lot more XP, and it gives you an opportunity to kill him. And he has some stuff as well that I want to loot. So we'll see. Come now quickly. You're just in time for my experiment. What kind of experiment are you attempting? I believe I've developed a spell to empathically control any gelatinous creature and bend it to your will. Slimes, jellies, oozes, and all these things that foul the cook's cellar and the adventurer's dungeon can now be controlled and eradicated with an ease and efficacy never before seen in the history of the realm. It takes an entire hour to gain such control, but that time will be minimized with further experimentation. I am sure in moments that hour will be up for a small number of mustard jellies that have released into the nearby woods. We shall soon bear witness to the results of my endeavor. Are you mad experimenting on creatures and then releasing them into the wild before witnessing the spell's true effect? Fascinating, you must write the spell down for me, that my party can make use of it in our adventures. So, my character is evil, but her evilness is spent on revenge and a lack of care for the life and well-being of others. So, telling him he's mad is a reasonable response for my evilness, where saying fascinating, can you give me the spell, is something you'd more expect of a power-hungry wizard who doesn't care about anyone. But this is the response that's going to give me the more XP from fighting the mustard jelly. So this is one I'm going to take regardless of roleplay-wise. I have worked for years for this, and you seek its benefits in mere seconds? Nay, you not only seek them, you expect them. This spell is mine, and you will not take it from me. Come, jellies, let's make our mark upon the world. Okay, so guys with highest armor class, I want you to go tank the jellies with your magic sword. And you go attack the wizard, see if we can't get rid of him. Do some darts on the wizard. Some rocks on the wizard. Some rocks on the wizard. Now, I really want to damage him before he gets an opportunity to mirror image up. But I don't have the spells or anything that's going to prime. So, yeah, just a lucky stone. And good job, Dorn. So, let's get everyone to magical weapons. Although I don't think the +1 is enough even. It might just be down to Dornink again to do the job here. But I'll test out my other characters as long as the jelly doesn't start targeting them. I have relatively low hit points, like Dorn, for example. Oh, great, he got poisoned. That's the worst. What kind of dwarf are you? I'm going to just start chugging potions in hopes that the potions will outpace the poison so that I don't have to reload. So this, so far, killing the wizard fast has gone very well in my favor. Even taking down one jelly with relative speed has gone pretty well. So I don't mind chugging the potions for this, because this fight can take many times, just because those and their went to gain. The problem is the slow. The slow is so nasty. So, okay, so Zar's magical dagger is not enough. The jelly's immune, so I won't even bring Zar in there in the next reload. Montron. Did Montron get any hits? I want to see if he's immune to Montron's damage. Montron just really was immune to my damage. Okay, so both. So Callisto's staff is enough to hit it, but it resisted 5. So it's at least going to have to do more than 5. Otherwise, it might be saying immune to my hit. So I'm not sure if the did I save this after I looted it or before I looted it? Okay, I got the armor in. Okay, people on appropriate weapons. Darts, slings, sword. Okay, let's go talk to this wizard again. What are you attempting? Write this all down for me. We fight. Everybody, just go out. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah. So he got his invisibility spell off. I thought it was mirror image first, but honestly, the invisibility's worse. All because I didn't hit him with a sling stone. Okay. So everybody attack the jellies. You go to your dagger and you just sit back here. You get to your staff, you get up here and help. And you can get back here and do nothing as well. The other thing I have to worry about is, so I've already done 17 damage with 6 resisted, so I've done 11, and that took it down a little less than half. So these things have a good amount of hit points, and with the damage resistance, it's going to take a while to beat them, and every chance they get an attack, I mean, they hit with a relatively low attack number required to hit, and they do enough damage. I'm going to drink a potion with Dorn right off the bat. They do enough damage that they could feasibly take out Dorn in one hit. So I just healed him up. He's already back down to 7. And he's slow. And now he's dead. Oh, I guess we're reloading. So much for doing a good job killing the wizard. So what I realistically want is for Kagane here to be tanking the damage and not Dorn. But I've saved it in such a way that that's probably not ever going to be the case. So Dorn, you need to hang back for just a second. Okay, not what I wanted. Oh, come on, kill the wizard. I'm taking all my damage from the wizard, which is completely horrible. Once again. Alright. Well, even though things went with the wizard really badly, I'm already killed one time with Dorn. Kagane will die if he gets hit. Just drink a potion. So, alright, that actually went very poorly as far as taking a lot of damage from the wizard. Way more than I would have ever wanted. If invisibility or blur or whatever he had, if I could have prevented that, that would have been much more beneficial to my cause. Okay, so I've got a lightning spell here. Do I already have a web? I do have web already. Okay, I wanted to make sure it's that I actually had web. I got a drain, a magic missile, and my third spell. I think I want a color spray. He has to be a little bit closer to use it than sleep, but I think it has a wider range of people that it will affect because sleep has a much more hit dice limitation. So this one, color spray, if they're more than 4 hit dice, they're 4 hit dice or less, they're rendered unconscious. But even if they don't, well, I guess that's a 3rd edition thing. It's basically a close range sleep, but it affects anyone in the area, whereas sleep is restricted to a number of hit dice. Well, the descriptions don't really say that. Well, if that's the case, then I would much rather take sleep, because sleep will not affect your allies, and the color spray will. So I wanted to check his level real fast. Obviously, he's still level 2. There's a really high chance he'll fail the memorization of this lightning spell because it's use it yet. And I really would hate for him not to be able to scribe this. So I'm going to be a little bit cheesy, and I'm going to save it first and try to write it. And he succeeded. Okay, good. If it was a spell that didn't matter and he failed it, I would just say, oh, whatever, he failed. No big deal. We'll find the scroll at some other point. But that's not one I necessarily wanted to do without, because it would be pretty expensive to buy that one as well. All right, some more darts. Okay, so there's two other fights. There's the Revenant, which we'll go to that one next. That is also one that's going to require a lot of magical weapons to hit the Revenant. But if you succeed, you can get a pretty cool magic item out of it. Oh, fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Getting killed by Nulls because Kagane was too slow to get up there and tank it. I can't believe how pathetic you guys. Dorn got like one shot by a Null. Yeah, that's how it should have went down last time. What a difference a fight can make with just a few dice rolls. Alright. Which has always been a little bit sad. The difference between having your whole party killed and having to reload, or completely obliterating the monsters, it's just like a difference of one or two dice rolls that could go your way or not. Alright, so here, this should be the Revenant's tomb. There's a guy out here that'll give me a dagger. That is the Revenant's. And I want to talk to that guy first. Oh, I got some wild dog peppers too. Please, no, don't let him get me, please. Ah, who are you? Don't kill me, please. I'm sorry, I'll give it back. Just don't kill me. So you settle down, just settle down. No one's here to hurt you. Tell me what your problem is. Yeah, you better. Give it back. Right, quick, too. Relax your simpering fool. I'm just passing by. You don't interest me in the least. Yeah, that sounds good. Why should I interest you? I am to be dead soon enough. Leave me to my doom. Okay, so then he didn't give me the dagger. So I'm not sure if that's the choice I would go with. Because it's not about killing the Revenant, it's about getting the dagger. But I don't feel like I'm such the goody two-shoes. Come on out of here, Revenant. Are you going to talk to me? Death, death, return the dagger. Blah, blah. Alright, everybody who cares to attack. Yeah, leave Dorn alone. Oh yeah, don't start fighting the wizard, please. Fight Kagane, please. Even if he's slowed. Wow. Okay, the Revenant's pretty nasty. So 3,000 XP if you just give him the dagger and say leave me alone. He's got some Ankh armor, which is sweet. Some bolts, not a big deal. A ring of protection. Oh, this looks like this is Kagane stuff. That's not the Revenant stuff. From Kagane exploding. So it doesn't look like the Revenant even drops anything. So we're going to reload it. We'll choose a different dialogue option to get that dagger. Even though I don't feel like in any way would I be telling this guy, oh, don't worry, we'll help you. Tell me what your problem is. Okay, we'll help thee, but what must I return, and who should I return it to? Hmm. My problem is the horrible deaths replaying in my mind. I cannot concentrate my mind. My mind. I didn't mean it. I'll give it back. You can take it to him. Here, give it back. Yeah, I'm not interested in helping him. I'm no messenger pigeon. Your problems don't interest me, though I shall keep the trinket in compensation for suffering your company. That sounds good to me. Just take it. Have nothing more to do with it. Take it to its lonely grave, and I swear I'll never rob another tomb as long as I hope to live. Blast the southern sun for leading me that way. Okay, I think if you choose the battle option that way, the revenant will actually come out of the tomb to get me, possibly. So where's the dagger? Who was it given to? Oh, here it is. So I don't have the means to identify it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a better dagger than the one I currently have. And what are my skills set? So he's got dagger. My main character's got dagger. So I don't want to quite save it yet because I'm not sure. Well, I got the dagger, so I'm fine with saving it regardless. I don't want to go in there and activate the remnant until this slow wears off. But we can level Montron as we wait. He's leveled up in his fighter side. And I'll give him a few more hit points. Nothing else. A few more hit points, some better attack maybe. It's worth it. I wish when it said slow, it'd tell you how much time left you have before it wears off. There are possibilities. What kind of armor class am I looking at? He's got a -1. Dorn's got a 1. Montron's got a -3. So Montron really should be the one to tank the Revenant. He has the best AC out of the group. Alright. The thing has worn off. Okay, blobbity blobbity blah, Revenant. Before we give you the dagger, you should give us something in return. Take your dagger and leave us alone. We're not giving you the dagger. Return to your grave, undead beast. Okay, that pissed him off, so let's get out of here. Are you gonna come get me? Hello? Revenant attacks Montron. Okay, get out. There it is. Okay, everybody, swing 2. Oh, Montron got wailed on. Alright, get in here with a magical weapon. Get in here with your magical weapon. Oh, Montron got wailed on again. So, two things. Thank goodness Montron leveled ahead of time, or either one of those attacks would have killed him. And now we can loot these graves. I don't believe either one of these are trapped either. Invisibility potion and a freedom of movement potion. Freedom of movement, I always like to give the heavy-handed fighter. He doesn't need that potion because he's already got boots. Invisibility potion, that's fine. It's Montron. And so we've got one major fight left. And that's with these other heroes, which is good. This is why I was saving them for last, because they're the hardest fight. And I wanted everyone to have as much hit points and whatnot. So we're going to up Kagane's axe skill. 3 slots, gives a +3 to hit, +3 to damage, and an extra half attack per round. So that's great for him. Dorn is leveled. So he can't go more with his two-handed sword. And he cannot go more with his two-handed style. So we are going to start upping his skill with, I could give him crossbow or I could give him longbow. I think we have a shortage of people who can use bows at the moment. So let's give him some longbow skill. We can start giving him arrows. Not that I ever really necessarily want him to use longbow, but if we ever get in a situation where monsters are held or something big nasty where everyone's running circles while the archers shoot at it, that's what he'll be able to use that skill for. And my main character has leveled up in Sorcerer. No skills, no nothing. Additional level 1 spell slots, additional lore. I do get to have one more spell in my mage book of level 1. So I have magic missile and I have shield. And like I was saying before, I like to have an AoE type put everyone to sleep spell. It will really only work for low level monsters, but there's plenty of low level monsters throughout the game to use it on, so it still has lots of effect. But I do also like the idea of Identify, just to save money here and there and not have to wait to go to town every time. I think it will take the sleep though. And since I'm taking that as an option, I can reselect my spells here with Czar and not take a sleep, and instead he can take second magic missile. Okay, party. So I don't have any spells, which does not bode well for this fight. Because one of the things I like to do is zap the spellcasters with magic missiles right off the bat to mess up their very first spell that they're about to shoot. So I'm going to rely on the accuracy of their slingshot. The other thing I could do, which I'm considering, is do some hide and shadows with Montron. Get up there and let the very first attack I get be a sneak attack with his short sword, and then he'll be right in the thick of it. So I can either use him to really mess up one of the spellcasters, or to get in melee combat with the archers over here. And the other question is, do I take off his armor and hide in shadows to do it? I think not. I think this is a good opportunity to use the invisibility potion. Now, if I walk over here and they immediately start dialogue, then that will be a little bit spoiled. Okay, so now here's the question. Do I immediately gun for one of the two spellcasters? I think if I go here and then attack spellcaster, it'll take them off their archery, because they have poisoned arrows that are really nasty, and I don't want them to shoot those arrows. Alright, boom. Almost dead. Hasn't even activated the dialogue yet. And then I want to turn and attack her to make sure she puts her bow down. And then I'm going to run in here with Zorn and Kagain. Adorn and Kagain. And then I do have a web spell, which would also work pretty amazingly. And then I could drink the Freedom of Movement potion and go in here and clean up with Dorn. You know, I have a tendency to just sit on items and never burn through them. And I have a web spell memorized, so I don't need to scroll in the long term. So I think this is a really great time to do this. Montron might get trapped, but I'm okay with that. I wanna make sure this wizard drops. So let's try that out. So let's see. You there? Is your name Callisto? Hurry up and answer. Your answer better be the truth, for your life depends on it. Lighten up, Grow. We're not going to tell you our name, so why don't you and your little Amazons wander back wherever you came from? No, it's not my name. Yeah, I think the root answer is the greatest. You insolent pigs, you know not who you speak to. Your arrogance will cost you your lives. Yeah, I think not. Okay, Dorn, get in here and hit the wizard. Montron, they already put their bows away, so you go back and fight that person. You hurry up and get your spellcaster ready. Dorn, come on, get over it. Take aim. Hopefully Kagane's strength is enough that he doesn't get caught in the web. Okay, oh, Montron. Wow, Montron, you got... Man, this, well, I have to say, this, despite the fact that Montron got unluckily taken down, this went really, really, really well. So I think what I will do instead is I'll invisibility. I'll take him over here. I will pre-drink the potion, and I'll pre-cast a spell prior to Montron attacking. Okay, now I gotta wait for Montron to be unwebbed. Okay, and now we will do your attack. Dorn, you can come in here and do your attack. Do your attack. And get in here. Attack this. Okay, that should be good. Oh my gosh, Montron's re-webbed again. And Montron went down again. Wow, so much for having a -3 AC. Okay. Her spell got messed up. So, okay, went pretty well. Again, it's just Montron being out there. He's almost as healed up as he's gonna get. He's in the green. His AC, I don't know if his AC drops so much when he gets webbed, so I don't know if that's the issue. Does he have a better shield I can give him? He's better off with that shield. Well, it's maybe just some luck then. No. Sorry, don't do that. Montron. Over here first. So I think if I put Montron a little further away from those two guys, and then I just make sure they're trapped in the web when he does his first hit, that'll buy me the time I need. Okay, only one of them's webbed. So I'll just wait till a moment when they're both webbed. Oh, now Montron's webbed. Okay, so Montron is really bad at staying out of the web. Just need some luck rolls. Like every time this thief is webbed, so is Montron. I can't seem to. Wow, and the web spell barely lasted at all. That's a change. That spell used to have to sit here forever. Alright, well. Other possibilities would be to target the spell in such a way that Montron's not quite as trapped in it. Sweet. Okay, perfect. Both of them are nabbed. The wizard's not, though. But I don't know if I even caught him in the radius or not. I might have. I almost targeted the spell perfectly. But you know what? I think that is going to be just fine. So let's make sure thieves are taken care of. Or you can stay back here. Sadly, Montron missed his initial attack. Oh, come on. He shot 2 separate spells back to back, super fast. Alright, Montron, let's try this again. Montron totally failed that time. An invisible sneak attack, and he missed. So Zar, let's try this again. I've had to do this fight lots of times. Oh, that was a terrible aiming of the spell. I wish they would give you like a bubble over the area of effect, so you know where you're aiming your spell, and not just kind of randomly trying to guess at the area. Okay, great. Great, great, great. As soon as I see both thieves webbed, Montron, stab her. Again, stab her. Dorn, get over there and stab her. And main character, Arrow. Well, Sling Stone. Okay. And Montron somewhat... Oh, and I forgot to drink Freedom Potion. Oh, how bad can I be? How bad can I be? Oh, my goodness. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Okay, this time I'm going to drink the potion. I'm going to quick it so that I don't forget in the future. Montron. Yeah, no matter how many times I do this fight. I mean, okay, I'm being somewhat greedy again. I have speed potions I could be using. And some among some other things. Okay. Dorn. Okay, Montron, attack. Please stop missing. Dorn, get in there. Okay, get in there. I want to sling this one. Actually, I don't. Oh, but I got webbed. I got too close. Oh, look at that. Kagane gets webbed, and then she just wails on him. I don't know if I count that as fully being held. Like almost as if a whole person. Because if that's the case, that's how nasty that becomes. I'm going to put Kagane on crossbow duty. She just plowed through him like he had no armor at all. Alright, so you go over here, kill her. You start shooting the thief. You can start shooting the other thief because her AC is probably low. Go on, get over here and kill this one. Okay, then I also want to kind of distance the characters a little bit. the thief. Oh, Kagain got... Oh, good. So the web messed up her spell. This is going great. Other than Kagain getting stuck in the web, it's going pretty good. She's confused Montron. That's okay. I gotta now keep everyone away from Montron until that wears off. The wizard's leveled, Montron's leveled again. So that went really well this time. Really, really well. Keeping Kagain back with the crossbow super helped. Can't save it because Montron is still confused. Got another suit of plate now that I don't need. Some improved leather, which is great. Short sword. Okay. Run away from Montron! Don't let him get to you. Oh my gosh, why is he so fast? Stay away, Montron. I don't want to be accidentally attacked by my own party member. Oh great, now wild dogs. And both the wizards are in the front line. Okay, get down there and help with the dogs. Okay, Montron's no longer confused. Go back over here and sort through the treasure. And I'll let Kagain pick it up. So we got a potion of magical shielding, magic blocking. Okay. The leather will give to Montron. The arrows I want to keep on Dorn. I'm going to give him. I don't know why I'm giving that to him. Darts of wounding. Fireball potion. I don't know how long it takes before lore becomes useful enough that you can actually identify things with the lore. So we got +1 studded and +1 leather. Neither one of these cannot be equipped because of other magical raid functions. Does it have a magical shield on? Oh, the radiant protection. So the plate mail, definitely better in all regards. These two have the same AC. The leather's +2, the stud leather's +1. I'm surprised that the ring of protection actually works with the shield, because I would think it wouldn't. So Dorn, you can now, because you can use longbow, you can have the arrows. Short circuit or that. This is a thief potion. This is an AC potion. That's not really going to affect anyone. At any point, don't need the mace. Potion. More arrows for Dorn. Oh man, I'm almost out of flame bullets. So, there was one other person that I didn't finish checking here. Magical sword. Some stuff to sell. Okay, well that's it for. I mean, there's big sections of the map unexplored, but it's just wandering monsters. Those are the main key fights. I do want to get out of here, we're going to head up to the carnival. There's a map down here. We can come back and do at a later time if we need it because we're falling behind in XP. I don't think there's anything hugely important down there to collect. So we're going to come to the carnival. We'll not do much here. There isn't that much to do. A few minor fights, a few minor bits of equipment. But we'll do that in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I hope you had a good time. See you in the next video.